Origo News.
Demanding change for our broken system. This week, the Isle of Man witnessed a significant shakeup within its government as a sudden cabinet reshuffle prompted widespread calls for structural reform, raising questions about the stability of the administration in the lead up to a critical election year. Unexpected changes in cabinet. On Monday, Chief Minister Alfred Cannon replaced both the Treasury and Infrastructure ministers, a move that caught observers off guard. The ministerial changes were framed by Cannon as a refresh of the administration amid mounting scrutiny over contentious policies. The newly appointed ministers stated they would adopt a more measured approach and temporarily suspend the implementation of these policies. Analysis from Alastair Ramsey. Alastair Ramsey, retired journalist and former government press officer, criticized the reshuffle, labeling the system as broken. Ramsey emphasized that the timing of these changes undermines public accountability, as the electorate faces another general election without clear responsibility being assigned for prior policy decisions. He highlighted that there have been 29 ministerial changes over the past 5 years, suggesting persistent instability. Ramsey also noted that Cannon's previous support for a 9.9 minimum wage increase and the rollout of 20 mph zones, both opposed by business groups, contributed to tensions within the government. He described the cabinet reshuffle as a subtle attempt to recalibrate the administration's direction for the remainder of its mandate. Historical perspective. Having served under 5 chief ministers and witnessed the introduction of the ministerial system in 1986, Ramsey characterized the recent developments as completely unprecedented, highlighting a breakdown in collective ministerial responsibility. He described the governance of the islands as historically unstable, marked by frequent reshuffles and shifting allegiances that have left ministerial positions transient and inconsistent over time. Ramsey asserted that the recent events represent a low point for the government, with foundational structures of governance significantly weakened. Electoral system and citizen voice. The Isle of Man's House of Keys comprises 24 members elected every 5 years across 12 constituencies. These members select the chief minister, who then appoints the Council of Ministers. Ramsey called for reforms that would allow citizens a more direct role in leadership selection, advocating for mechanisms that enable the electorate to exert greater influence over governance. He noted that multiple candidates are now positioning themselves to challenge the traditional order ahead of the upcoming election, reflecting public demand for more accountable and transparent government. Financial planning and upcoming budget. The Isle of Man's budget speech is scheduled for 17 February in Tynwald, marking the final financial plan of the current administration. Chief Minister Cannon has signaled a significant pre-tax pay increase for residents. Ramsey emphasized the importance of observing whether the government's revised approach will effectively address concerns about public spending, the scale of government operations, and the management of financial reserves. Implications and conclusion. The recent cabinet changes on the Isle of Man have brought systemic issues in governance into sharp relief, particularly regarding accountability, stability, and citizen engagement. Experts like Ramsey argue that meaningful reform is needed to create a government that responds effectively to the public, restoring trust and improving the administration's capacity to deliver on policies will depend on implementing mechanisms that prevent recurring ministerial turnover and ensure consistent accountability.
Origo News.